Camping versus cruising. Fight me.
Normally, I go on car camping adventures by myself, but I have a husband, and to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we went on an epic 22-day cruise from Barcelona, Spain to the Arctic Circle in Norway.
We're going to look at 4 important aspects of travel: sleeping, eating, experiences, and cost, to determine whether camping or cruising is the best way to spend your vacation. Do I sound like a travel host? I'm trying so hard. Did you hear that? That's a freaking wave beating on the ship, okay? I thought it was some door swinging all night. No, that is a freaking wave. There's a pounder. So if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry. We're having a rough day at sea here. Number 1, sleeping. Now, on a cruise ship, you're gonna get a cushy bed, you're gonna get extra pillows, you'll get a thermostat, a nightstand, you'll get reading lights, and endless electricity to charge stuff. But the walls are thin, so you might hear your neighbors having sex, or their TV with their movie or their game or whatever, or you're gonna hear people in the hall. There's always people coming and going in the hall, unless you're at the end, like us, but there's a cost to that, and I'll get into it in a minute. Or you may hear weird ship noises in the night, especially on rough sea days like today. I hope you like motion, because there's a lot of it. When you go camping, you may have a blow-up or foam mattress, which I think is more comfortable. You'll have a sleeping bag or maybe blankets. You can bring extra pillows. That is possible if you can fit them in your car. And you may not have temperature control, which is kind of a big minus, but you can have a pretty candle that adds maybe 2 degrees of heat in a cold situation. Candles are not allowed on cruise ships, so that's something special about camping. And if you have a portable battery with you, you can charge stuff. Camping in your car, it's a little cozier, a lot cozier. But you have more freedom to park wherever the heck you want, if it's legal. And it's definitely cheaper, which we'll talk about soon. And if you don't like your neighbors, you can just move. Can't do that on a cruise ship. But you do have to worry about bugs and bears and maybe even crazy humans. So honestly, I think cruising has the advantage here. Unless you have your own camper with a cushy bed that you love, then maybe camping wins. Did you hear that one? That was a big one. Well, that was a medium big one. Are you okay, Piggy?
I'm so fine.
Number 2, eating. Camping is all about cooking outdoors, where nothing is more magical than an actual hot meal. Pretty much any food tastes better out in the wild because it's so hard to make anything. It's food in the wild. I think you get the point. The downside is you have to plan and prepare your own meals, but you do get exactly what you want that way. And then you have to do your own dishes and clean up, which is a lot harder without infinite hot water. That's a good one. And you have to deal with bugs like ants and mosquitoes and maybe even bears. So the downside is camp cooking is a lot of work and it's messy. Cruising, however, is all about the food. There's just so much food, like everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's food. All day, all night. It's food, 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 food. Literally, you can't get away from it. It just magically appears at this huge buffet or at the dinner table, and then it magically gets cleaned up. There's like 1,000 things to choose from. I kid you not. It's total gluttony on the seas.
Oh my God, it's donut morning.
The downside is you're gonna get fat, and you may pick up some diabetes and heart failure along the way, so
this is a big one. I'm dying.
You really gotta be careful. As Ted says, the most dangerous place on the ship is the Lido Market. That's where the buffet is. That said, I gotta say, I think cruising wins on the food front because chefs. But let me know what you think. Number 3, experiences. Camping and cruising are completely different travel experiences. A cruise ship is like a giant floating hotel or RV with food, and every day you wake up in a brand new place. It's kind of magical, but it's always a port town with lots of cheesy souvenir shops swarming with people because you are the cruise ship invaders taking over a town for a day, and it's tourist pricing for everything, which means prices are jacked up. Still, it's interesting to sample new cultures and lightly visit new places. It's kind of like eating tapas. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. And if you see a place you like, you can go back and explore later on your own. Just don't be late to the boat or they will leave you behind. No joke. My Aunt Linda got left behind. It was in Costa Rica. It was quite the adventure. But wait, there's more. In terms of experiences, cruise ships come with boatloads of entertainment. So funny. Did you laugh? I'm laughing. Camera's shaking because ocean, weather, whatever. As I was saying, there is so much to do on a cruise ship that I can't even remember it all. And fortunately for me, they always print these little handy dandy newsletters that tell you everything that's going on today. So let's take a look. Today we had Ask the Captain, which was actually a pretty cool presentation. There's Tech for Travelers. There's a lightning fast art auction. Chocolate surprise, 9:45 p.m. Ted and I are going to chocolate surprise because we haven't eaten enough on this cruise ship, really. You can walk a mile, you can do chai chi, you can go to mass. Actually, I spotted the priest in a couple of the shows, and I'm wondering, like, how do you get that job? Like, priest on a cruise ship? That's got to be the coolest priest job, like, ever. See the world, be a priest. I digress. What else? Oh, origami folding. Pickleball. Pickleball is huge on cruise ships, or at least this one. I don't know why. Surf's Up slot tournament. Yes, you can gamble out at sea.
It's a jackpot of 6.
Modern brush lettering. Party bridge. That's the game. Bridge, not a party on the bridge. International beer tasting. I went to one of their beer tastings and whoa, did you hear that one? That was a wave as the ship shakes. Hopefully this video will see the light of day. Oh, the Spirit of Taste, a Scotch seminar. Hoity-toity. Creating designs from doodles. I actually tried that and it was kind of weird, but zen also to just doodle for 45 minutes on a huge piece of paper with unlimited pens. So it was kind of fun. It was like art therapy. Win a cruise bingo. You have to buy tickets for that one. Let's play cornhole. Sounds like fun. Oh yes, the sparkling wine fine jewelry auction. They are always trying to sell us jewelry on these cruises. I do not know why. Art and jewelry, it's like this huge thing. I don't know how these businesses make it because I've never seen anyone buy anything. Music trivia. I think Ted's going to that. Permission to dance. Learn the latest line dances. That actually seems like fun because Ted doesn't really like to dance. And, you know, I'm always looking for excuses to dance, but I haven't done it yet. So, and the cruise is almost over. So maybe it's just me talking. Meet for a game of mahjong. That's a cool game. I haven't played that in years. Ladies Pamper Party, which is basically the spa trying to sell you stuff. I'm so cynical. I'm sorry. DJ Viviano plays poolside. It's really loud too. Do I sound like an old person? It's so loud. Relieving back pain. You know, I would go to that because a week before the cruise, I started having a lot of upper back pain, and I think it's because I do so much video editing without a proper desk. I do it at my dining room table because we live in a small condo. Anyway, I was going to go to that, but it competes with something else at the exact same time that I'd rather go to. It's their equivalent of a TED Talk. It's like a lecture, Roots to Happiness, and this is about how or why the Scandinavian countries are always rated the happiest places to live. So I think I'll go and be educated and worry about my back later. Guided painting on canvas. You have to pay $25 for that because I guess you have to buy the canvas, and they paint a jellyfish, and I'm just not into painting a jellyfish. James Suckling's Great Wines of the World. That's a tasting. Ooh. There's the Meet the Artists of the B.B. King All-Stars. They're a really good band that plays most nights. Afternoon tea is served. $1,500 jackpot bingo. Gotta buy tickets for that.
071.
Mixology class. Old fashions and Mai Tais. You know, when the one from margaritas comes up again, I might take that because he talks about making the drinks and then you get to drink them all. So it's pretty fun. Ask the cruise director. So she's going to basically take questions from the audience about her job. I really want to go and ask her what's the weirdest thing she's ever had to deal with because I bet there's a lot of weird stuff she deals with. Oh, there is a $460,000 Paradise Lotto jackpot drawing. They had that the last leg of the cruise we were on, and it was $459,000. So if they're upping it $1,000 a cruise, I don't think anyone will ever They were going to have a dance show tonight, but obviously the weather is not coordinating. As a dancer, you need balance and coordination. So whenever the weather's bad on dance day, they'll swap it out. They have movies by the pool. This one is 80 for Brady, and I don't really want to see that. And then at night, they have all these different venues where you can go and see different kinds of bands. So they've got the Rolling Stone Rock Room Band. So they just do like classic rock, and that's how you know you're getting old. It's like when your high school music is considered classic rock. You are now officially old, so I guess I'm an old lady. Then they have the Best of B.B. King's All-Stars. They just do all kinds of great music. And they have the Billboard Onboard, which is actually kind of this cool dueling pianos thing. It's a guy and a gal, and they have pianos, and they do a couple shows, and then late at night they do anything you request. And they're both really talented. Oh my gosh, and there's more. This video is going to go on for freaking ever. Friends of Bill W. meet. I didn't ever know what that was on cruise ship until I looked it up online, and I think Bill W. was the founder of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's an Alcoholics Anonymous meetup. Oh, they got a trivia contest on movies. Ted wants to go to that because you know we love movies. And tonight is dressing night. So they're having some kind of instant makeover at the spa, which I may or may not go to because you know I need a makeover. But it was really crowded. I hate crowds. So, and then they're doing portraits. They're always trying to sell us pictures. I think it's a hard sell because everyone has cameras now and they take their own pictures. Oh, Asian whiskey tasting. That sounds exotic. A night to celebrate Effie Gala. That's them trying to sell you really expensive jewelry. Call My Bluff game show. DJ Viviana with sweet melodies playing at night, and then chocolate surprise. Chocolate surprise.
A bombe surprise.
After that, it's dance to the hits. So actually, Ted and I, we're in our 50s, but we still go to bed early. It's kind of funny, you know, Holland America has this reputation for, you know, a lot of older folks on board, and that is true, and whatever, they've been nice, and a lot of them do like to party. I mean, a lot of them are down there late at night just having the grand old time, you know, so this ship, you know, people have fun, even if they're older, so it's inspirational to us. We can still be old and have fun. With camping, your entertainment options aren't quite so glitzy. You can chill in a hammock, read a book, meditate, go for a hike, journal, do a little fishing, go for a swim, hang out by the campfire tasting whatever beer you brought with you. You can look at the stars, watch the birds, enjoy the peace, the quiet, and the utter lack of people all around you. Good luck trying to do that on a cruise ship. You can roast marshmallows, play with the dogs, and tell stories around the campfire. You can leave whenever you want, and you can move wherever you want with complete freedom. Although I do enjoy a little bit of glitzy entertainment now and then, I much prefer a hike in nature, taking pictures of flowers, spotting the birds, taking in the views. So, camping wins. And you won't hear that. Although, the cruise ship views can be pretty good, so yeah. Number 4, cost. Camping can be totally free if you camp on BLM land or Forest Service land, but even if you pay for campsites, they typically range from $15 to $75 in the US, depending on the kind of amenities that you get. And honestly, this is one of the cheapest forms of travel there is, except backpacking. Backpacking is cheaper, but you gotta walk everywhere and carry everything on your back. It's good exercise. Cheap cruises can start at around $100 per person per night and can easily go past several $100s per person per night, depending on your room type, your destination, and the time of year that you're traveling. So camping definitely wins on the frugality front. So which do you prefer and why? Let me know in the comments. I like both, but camping is a lot less expensive, especially when you free camp like I do. If you want to know how I adventure for weeks at a time on the cheap, check out this playlist here. You can roast marshmallows, play... I don't think the ship likes marshmallows. Experiences and cost. Do you love how I memorize the lines like right while I'm filming? This is Seat of Your Pants, YouTube people.